Hi, Sensei 111 coming to you from upstate South Carolina. Just wanted to do a YouTube gun review video. I've benefited from all those who put videos out there on various firearms and benefited from that, and just wanted to return the favor to the community. So this is my latest acquisition, a birthday present. It is a Zastava O-PAP M70, which is a Yugo-Serbian variant of an AK-47. If you do any research, you'll know that Yugoslavians at the time, now Serbia, made some changes to the AK platform to suit their needs, and there's some subtle differences, but it is still basically the AK platform rifle, shooting 7.62 by 39 Russian. Took this out to the range last Sunday, and it shot superbly over 140 rounds with no failures of any kind out of 8 different magazines, including the 2 steel mags that came with it. I purchased this online through Atlantic Firearms. It's a Century Arms International build, or perhaps through one of their contractors. I know there's been a lot of quality issues with that company, and especially their Wasser 10s. I did a lot of research on AR15.com. It has an AK-47 column, and followed Jim Fuller's advice to go through Atlantic Arms. They'll take care if there's any problems. And so far I've been completely satisfied with that. It shoots accurately. I shot quarter-size groups at 25 yards through the iron sights with very little adjustment. Doesn't appear to be any sight cant or buttstock cant to the receiver build. So I'll go over some of the things I've done with it. The stock furniture that came was just unfinished. Looked like they had cleaned it or sanded it, left it unfinished. So I sanded it, stained it red oak, and put about 10 coats of tung oil on it, and I'm very pleased with the results. One of the reasons I bought this particular variation, and something to note, is I bought it with the scope mount mounted to the receiver. I finally got this True Force adjustable one to fit. I like it because you can adjust the height and centering so that you can still use the iron sights. You can see there's enough room under there to line up with that. But what I noticed is this rail, and you can't see it, but the top rail extends from here to here, but the bottom rail only goes to here. And this particular mount had a stop screw at the top, which meant that this whole assembly only came to about here, which wouldn't give you any eye relief. So I changed the screw mount, and then I found that this didn't quite fit tight enough. It appears that this is a non-standard scope mount, and I was able to come up with some shim material from a actually, it's kind of funny. It's this stainless steel support that comes in the old windshield wiper, some of the old windshield wiper rubber. I just had it hanging around. I was going to use it to weld something with, and that fit in the slot up here and filled it just fine. And so this is very snug and tight. I did sight in I got an inexpensive Leapers red green dot unit. It was like, I don't know, 38 bucks or something, and I was able to sight it in, and it performs well. So we'll see how it does over the long haul, but all in all, I'm happy with this setup. The rifle came with a front sling mount. I bought this online on Amazon to fit, but it didn't have a rear sling mount, and I couldn't find one that was like the original 2-screw mount, so I just bought one of these Winchester quick release mounts and drilled a screw hole in the stud in the stock there. And if I find an original AK style sling mount, I can always just mill out this area and use that screw hole and cover it up, so I haven't marred it too much. One of the things in particular about the Yugo, it makes it different than the other AK platforms, is these 3-slot foregrips that are a little bit different. So when I really wanted the original wood furniture. I'm not looking to replace it with polymer or tactical grips or anything, but you'll find some limited choices online because of that. And the way the buttstock joins the receiver, there's a pocket in here and a through bolt screw in the back. It does not have the trap door for the cleaning kit. I did buy one, and I'm kind of disappointed that it doesn't have that feature. The cleaning kit will actually fit in there, but the buttstock recoil pad, you just have to unscrew. It doesn't have any door provision. The polymer hand grip here is, it's not the original wood like some of them get, but this one is comfortable to shoot with. Also, it's not obvious, but if you look at other AKs, you don't have this bulge here around the front trunnion. These front trunnions on the Yugos are different. They're wider, and the receivers have to be specially formed for that purpose. So your normal flat stock or 80% receivers aren't going to fit. In addition, this receiver is a thicker material. It's 1.5 millimeters versus the normal 1 millimeter. Coming around on the other side, the manual showed that this safety lever had a groove in it for the bolt hold open. However, mine didn't have it, so I created my own. And get the light around here. One of the things I saw on a YouTube trick was to, instead of just straight cutting this slot here just to fit the bolt lever, put a little back slot on it, and then when you pull the bolt back, it'll actually push the safety down and let the bolt go forward. I thought that was kind of handy. In addition to that, I modified the magazines. If you get a true Yugo magazine, it will hold open after the last round. These were not Yugo magazines. I had to modify them. There's two things. There's some little, you can't really see them very well here, but there's some indentions on the inside that keep this follower down about this level, so that the bolt displacement or the round displacement hump here in the follower doesn't ride up high enough to catch the bolt. And then in addition to that, it was rounded on both ends here, and even if you let the follower come all the way up, the bolt will just skip over this, so you have to somehow flatten the back. So I just cut out that chunk there with a Dremel saw. The Dremel is my buddy. I did a trigger job on this, smoothed the action, smoothed the rails, all with the use of the Dremel polishing tool, and it shoots and racks like a dream. So if you have any comments, questions, constructive criticism, I appreciate those who put YouTubes up there, and some of the haters make comments and ridicule about their videos, but kind of withhold that unless you've done it and been in their shoes. But if you like what you get, please click the like and subscribe, and maybe I'll produce a few more videos on some of the other builds and acquisitions I've done. Thanks.